can a team of the tallest active NHL players win a Stanley Cup? Let's find out. I'm not saying this is our worst theme team ever. I'm just saying it's our first theme team ever to actually fit in the cap space. So I think the better question is, can this team make the playoffs more than can they win the cup? The rule basically is they have to be the tallest active NHL players, and I'm counting a couple people who retired this year / are no longer in the NHL. Both of them are goalies. And how I did it is the shortest person on this team is 6'4", but there's a bunch of 6'4" players, so I did the tiebreaker by weight, so no Mikko Rantanen, which we could very much use on this team, but he's not fat enough. And I do like it says their height right there, so I'm not going to say it. You can just look at it on the screen as I scroll past their name. We got Anthony Mantha, Kevin Hayes, Blake Wheeler, Tage Thompson, Nick Bjugstad, Jordan Greenway, Pierre Engvall, Brian Boyle, Buddy Robinson, Michael Rasmussen, Logan Brown, and Ross Johnson. These are the tallest / fastest NHL players, forwards in particular, that are currently playing in the NHL. Now, defense isn't as bad, but like it kind of is. But we do have Victor Hedman. I feel like he's going to be the first defenseman that gets put on the theme team of theme teams, which is kind of a spoiler for what I'm about to say in a second of the vote for last video. So we got him, Tyler Myers at 6'8", Nikita Zadorov, Jamie Oleksiak, and you gotta have Zdeno Chara, the tallest player in the NHL, and he's paired up with Logan Stanley. And goalies, you probably know who they are: Ben Bishop, Mikko Koskinen, both 6'7". Koskinen is no longer playing in the NHL. Ben Bishop is retired, from what I understood, even though his rights were traded the other day to I don't even remember what team. But yeah, we're gonna need a fat Ben Bishop carry, and his history on this channel is quite literally the opposite. If you know, you know. Yeah. With all that being said, last video we had to vote between Chris Letang or Marc-Andre Fleury to be on the theme team of theme teams, and by one vote, Marc-Andre Fleury won, even though I wanted Letang, and technically I could count my vote and say it's a draw and then pick Letang anyway. I'm not going to do that to you guys. It's up to you. You chose Marc-Andre Fleury, which means we have our two goalies, so no more goalies can make it. I hope you're happy with your decision, because you both voted for both goalies. So we have Marc-Andre Fleury and Frederik Andersen. Also, I did some math, which I don't do very often these days, but we only have one forward slot left. So after that, every single player that we have to add will be a defenseman. So we're getting kind of close to the finale, the season 1 finale. I'm going to do one more where we take every MVP and put them on a team. So that's going to be exciting. But yeah, one more forward, 6 defensemen. I feel like Victor Hedman's probably going to steal this one anyway. So there's that going for us. But if there is a forward that you want to pick, be my guest. And as I always say, I'm officially done rambling. We are going to do the first year sim. I feel like we're not going to make the playoffs in all years, so this might be a shorter one, but I could be proven wrong. I will see you at the end of year number 1. Well, color me surprised, but we actually made the playoffs in year number 1 by 3 points. We stole the spot from the Dallas Stars. Sorry, Stars fans, but it's ours now. We're also not even the last playoff spot, so we're 2 points ahead of the Wild. And the man that would get the vote if you're voting for a forward for sure out of everyone, I almost said Victor Hedman, Blake Wheeler, 32 goals, 37 assists, 69 points, but we got Victor Hedman on the D with 65 points, 58 assists, only a +1, so that's kind of not the best, but he is the second point leader on the team as a defenseman. I'm still going to show goalie stats, even though they're not eligible for the theme team of theme teams. You guys are too late, I'm sorry, but they are, if you are wondering. Not terrible, not amazing, definitely good enough to help us get there, especially Koskinen. He did better than I thought he would. Well, with all that fun stuff out of the way, we have our first playoff series, which is the Winnipeg Jets. So our point leader, Blake Wheeler, must defeat his actual team by trial by combat, and we take 2 L's in the first 3 games. I'll be surprised if we win a playoffs. I didn't even expect to be here, I'm going to be honest. Oh, man, look at all the overtime games. 3 of the 5 have went to overtime. Overtime? You know what I meant. It's over. It's not over. Game 7 is upon us. And you know what we say about game 7? I actually have like a terrible, I might go back. I'm not going to do it, but I really want to know our game 7 overall record. It's terrible. And it doesn't improve today. We are out in the first round. Dang, we were right there. Oh, Victor Hedman, no goals, but 8 assists. Leads, holy, what the heck is this? No one can score, apparently. Anthony Mantha and Jordan Greenway get 3 goals apiece. Blake Wheeler all the way down here with only a goal and 5 assists, and then leading the team with points was Mr. Victor Hedman with 8 assists and +1. Who did we play? Probably Bishop. We did, and he did kind of meh. Unfortunate, but still 2 more years. We already did better than I thought we were gonna do. I could show you who wins the cup, but how about a deal? I'm gonna show you who wins the cup, and if it's either Tampa Bay, Carolina, or Colorado, or Edmonton, I'm not doing it again for the rest of the video unless we actually make it close to the finals. Toronto, I should have picked Toronto. Silly me, fine. You get to see the cup winners. Anyway, I'll see you at the end of year number 2. Year number 2, we're snap back to reality. Only 80 points, not making the playoffs, which is what I expected for every season, so I'm glad we got some playoff time, but we must look at the stats and see what everyone's saying. Blake Wheeler, most points, most goals with 31. Hedman right behind him again with 62 assists. He is a -4 though, so that kind of sucks, but to have a defenseman that high on the point total really shows how much of this team is struggling to keep up. And like I said, we only have 1 forward spot left, so if I'm making the team that we're making, I'm picking Victor Hedman in this scenario, even though Wheeler's playing amazing. I'd probably leave it up to you guys still though, but I think Victor Hedman makes the most sense. Holy bad Ben Bishop. That's why we don't make the playoffs. That is literally why. Bishop actually had more losses than wins, which is a tough scene. That's not what you like to see from your starting goalie. We have 1 year left. We're going to hopefully at least make the playoffs. I will see you then. And just like I figured was going to happen, no playoffs in year number 3 either. I'm surprised we even made the playoffs in year 1, I'm not going to lie. This is the worst team that we've ever had. Might be the worst one we do ever have, but I figured I might as well do it because it was suggested a couple times. So I figured I'd give it a shot, even though I knew this is probably the outcome we were going to have. But Blake Wheeler, 38 goals, 38 assists. Victor Hedman, 69 nice assists, 76 points, tied for Wheeler. And I don't know, because I'm thinking we should probably take Victor Hedman, right? Like, I want to let you guys vote because it's more fun, but I feel like we only have 1 forward spot left. Do I really want it to be Blake Wheeler? No offense to Blake Wheeler at all. But this video purpose is basically an excuse to pick Victor Hedman as our defenseman on the theme teams virtually. That's what I'd like to do, but if you really want to see Blake Wheeler take the final forward spot, let me know. As for goalies, honestly, our biggest liability, like, we were close to making the playoffs. We were only like 4 or 5 points off. We just needed that 1 extra win, and Bishop couldn't get it. 13 overtime losses. You win a couple of those, we're in the playoffs, but no. Set to lose them all, have garbage stats. I actually want to see, and I didn't see who won the cup in the second year, so I'm going to do that here as well. Yeah, we missed the playoffs by, would have been 7 points, so a little bit more than I thought, to be fair. No, 5, there it is. We would have stole the Sharks' final wildcard spot, so screw this. And the Edmonton Oilers are Stanley Cup champions in the 3rd season. So there you go, there's that. Like I said, this was going to be a short video. I knew it was going to be a shorter one because our playoff dreams were virtually dead before they began. But we must answer the question, can the tallest active players band together and win a Stanley Cup? No, they cannot, not even close. I really wish we won that game 7 now. But thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.